Everybody, it's Alvin Brown, CEO and founder of the Center for Healing and Peak Performance and Integrated Peak Performance Services. Also author of Journey Personal Greatness, Mind, Body, and Soul, coming out very soon in September 15th. Be available on all the major outlets. Today we're back again with Short and Sweet. We're continuing with the adrenals. Topic is adrenals. We're with Dr. Mina as she digs in some more details to again enlighten you and really give you some information on this condition, adrenal fatigue, that a lot of us suffer and we don't know what's going on. So we're here for more info. Dr. J. Mina.
Alrighty, well, welcome back to another topic of adrenals. So many times we hear that buzzword, adrenal fatigue, but have you heard of adrenal exhaustion? That's just one step further. So that's one of the key points I want to cover today. And then also how to regulate the HPA axis. If you watched the previous video on HPA axis, you'll know that it's this mechanism loop that we discussed about cortisol excretion. So the difference between adrenal fatigue and adrenal exhaustion is pretty much just how much you've damaged your system, how much stress you're putting on your body, whether it be mentally, emotionally, physically. So a lot of us are in this category of adrenal fatigue. You know, we're go, we're not eating the right foods, we're having processed sugars, not sleeping properly. So what's happening is now our adrenal glands are excreting a lot of cortisol just to keep up. We want to stay in that fight or flight because it's all about survival of the fittest. Next thing that's going to happen is your blood pressure does increase, and also your increased blood sugar levels. So then you're also craving for a lot of sugars. Now, if we're constantly pounding our systems, like I said, whether it be through a mental, emotional, or physical aspect, we're going to run into this adrenal exhaustion. Now, our body has just had way too much stress, way too much put on it, so the system is saying, forget it, I can't do anymore. Our adrenal glands no longer can secrete cortisol, which our body does need. Don't be mistaken that we don't need cortisol. We do need it, but in the perfect balance, in the perfect amount. Our blood pressure then drops, and then also our sugar. So what happens is now we get this weak, fatigued picture. People end up getting depressed. This is more of, think of a high-strung picture. This is more of your burnt-out picture. Once you're in that burnt-out position, that's where you get into this healing crisis. Whether you're an athlete, it's one of those things where as much as you're training, rest is important as well. So that's going to be one of the topics we're going to cover in regulating HPA axis. So when we've got too much cortisol going on, there's too much stress, how can we really balance everything out? One of them is going to be to de-stress. So whether it be through meditation, which we do offer here at the center, give us a call to get more information on that. Yoga, journaling, even simple things like journaling. I know we say exercising is another factor that causes cortisol increase, but we want to do moderate amounts of exercise to help with de-stressing. And then also supplementally, and there's also botanical medicines we can do for bringing down stress. Another thing is don't overtrain. So constant stress on the body physically will keep those cortisol levels high. So like I said before, rest is just as important as your training days.
Now, Dr. Mina, just jumping in, because we work a lot with the bodybuilding community and they push their bodies, and a lot of athletes do as well, but I'm specifically going to target the group that I see quite a bit of is the bodybuilding community who pushes their body to all beyond normal limits. What do they do? They can't avoid this, so how do they, and remember what point you're at, but we're at overtraining, what could they do?
Basically, because they can't really avoid the overtraining, then you know what, implementing as much of the other points as possible. So from the de-stressing, whether it be, like I said, through meditation and yoga, that would be a great balance. Also the other key points to cover is shutting down inflammation. Because they're go and overtraining, you want to make sure to decrease the amount of inflammation going on in the body. So for example, cutting out and eliminating inflammatory foods, also incorporating more anti-inflammatory foods, and also anti-inflammatory supplements. And sleep, we've talked about sleep in previous videos and it's been a little bit repetitive, but sleep really and truly is very important when it comes to dealing with balancing out hormone levels, regulating everything else that's going on in the body. Sleep is pretty much our time for our brain to detoxify and our hormones to replenish to get to that peak optimal level that you need to function for the next day. So with, just to kind of went a little overboard with my answer, for the athletes overtraining, everything else is going to help. I mean, we can never be 100%. I always say to my patients to 80-20. You know, 80-20 rule is 80% of the time do good for your body in and out, 20% within moderation, treat yourself or have something out of the box.
Short and sweet. Now, for the athletes, bodybuilding, anyone else, hockey, at elite levels, double up on your self-care, because you're going to drive your body very hard, and most times you're going to break down when it comes to the time of competition, because you've driven it so hard in preparation, and then you want to be peaking at the competition level. So whatever we're suggesting here, double that up. Double, if you can, get as much sleep as you can. If you can, de-stress as much as you can. Meditate longer. Eat anti-inflammatory foods more. Just double it up. This is for normal population. Double up and think more mindfully. Again, adrenals, this is a topic, short and sweet. Dr. Mina will be back next month, the month of September, and we're going to be talking about some more juicy topics to help you get on your road to personal greatness, stay on your road to personal greatness with balance, and hit your peak performance levels. Until next time, numbers and information will be scrolling at the bottom. Give us a call anytime you need 20-minute free consultations. We do those. We want to try before you buy, see what we have to offer, we can help you, and give us a call. Check our website, we're there for you. Until next time, Alvin Brown, Dr. Mina, talk to you soon.